Today, we are going to talk about 3 different ways leaders respond to a failure. Stay tuned. Believe me, you want to be the third type of leader I describe. Leader 1. Have you ever worked under a leader when something went wrong, acted as if it was all part of the plan? They play it cool, but you're wondering, then why did you do it that way? The funny thing is, it's evident to everyone else in the organization it was a leader who messed up, but the leader is just too prideful to admit it. This type of response makes people want to step back and let the leader figure it out on their own. Leader 2, or how about the leader who starts playing the blame game when something goes wrong? Or even worse, they play the victim? This type of response causes resentment toward the leader as well as division among the team. The leader blames me, I blame you, and so on and so on. Believe me, you don't want to be either of those type of leaders. When I talk about failing as a leader, I don't mean failing your team. I mean letting your team see you fail. Leader 3 knows that failing is not a bad thing. This type of leader knows that failing is part of getting better, and if handled the right way, turns into something great and builds a stronger culture. Letting your team see you fail shows them that you are human and that you also make mistakes. It's okay to say, yep, that was a bad idea. But how does that build trust? Because when you fail, your team can relate to you. Everyone has experienced failure, but it's not as simple as them seeing you fail. It's what you do next that breaks or builds the trust. If you fail and make excuses and blame others, well, you've just created distrust. But when you own your failures and admit your faults, you build trust. Why? Because you don't stop there. You own it, acknowledge you don't have all the answers, listen to your team, and then either start over or pivot and make the needed adjustments until the ideas accomplish what it was intended to accomplish. Your team wants you and your organization to do great things. They are on your side. Side note, as a leader, your goal should never be to outshine those you lead. Your job is to help them shine. I say that because when your team knows that you want them to win, they in turn want you to win. You should be their biggest cheerleader. The beautiful thing is, many times they are yours as well. This week, I want you to take some time to reflect on what you do as a leader when your ideas or initiatives don't go the way you want them to. Do you own it or do you blame others? How does your team respond when you make mistakes as a leader? How do you respond when your team makes mistakes or fails at a project? Thank you for joining Great to Lead. If you found value in the content, please like the video and subscribe to the page. Until next week, strive to be a leader who inspires and leads with greatness. Next week's video will help you identify what drives you to be a better leader.